Hey there everyone, you're on Squee-El's gaming channel and we're going to be playing some more Saints Row today. This video is going to have a few different things going on. It was originally going to be two different videos and I'm probably going to end up combining them. But right off the bat here, first, a couple things have changed. One, the HQ here has finished its remodeling is over, so now we can check out how it looks all spruced up. And I'm a little whirlwind. That's probably the first thing you guys are wondering about. That's actually an outfit that I bought from a store I randomly unlocked while playing story missions over here called Everything is $1,000,000, and there's actually some pretty expensive stuff. There's an outfit there similar to this one that kind of makes you just sort of like a gleaming group of stars, but it's 25 million, so that's kind of what I'm working towards. This one was considerably less, um, but we're gonna go ahead, do a light little tour of the mansion now that it's a little fixed up. Just kind of run around real quick and show you guys some things. I'm gonna do a story mission in this video, but I'm pretty much gonna skip through it because according to my walkthrough, it's just kind of a bunch of the characters singing and messing around together, and I'm not that interested in that. But we're gonna have to build the Skyscraper HQ now, which is kind of the last thing you do here to finish the story, and I wanted to show you guys that as well. I would have done the last mission had I known it was going to be the last mission earlier, where you take down a friend. He actually tries to bury you right here. Spoiler, it's your supposed friend who came to join the Saints, the guy that you actually incarcerated in the very beginning of the game when you still worked for Marshall, and then later bust out. Turns out he wanted your life, he wanted your friends, he wanted everything you had, so he tried to kill you, bury you, and then kidnap your friends, and you stop him. Have an epic shootout with him on a rooftop, and that's that. He was probably more interesting than most of the other characters. But now that you've seen all the outside, let's get to the inside here. You guys, remember this was just like total ruins before, so it's all kind of spruced up now. There's always a couple different collectibles you can place. I haven't really done a whole lot yet. I did get this knife recently. This was our rival's knife, I believe. And I got this Gatling gun. Come back here, you know, you got cool painting on the wall. Your bedroom's actually pretty nice and spruced up now. And that's really about it. That took us to look at there. And then you can go upstairs into that one little final room we haven't seen yet. It's just the top area up here, and like I kind of predicted, it's got a bar. And there's the table. Porch is fixed. And then it even goes, you know, all the way around here to the balcony. There's nothing really out here, but it's all come together now. So if we go to the Empire table, I have this one little slot left here, and that's where I'm going to build Saints Tower. That takes 8 million, so you need a decent amount of money for this. I have enough, fortunately. So let's go ahead and see what it's about. Wow, that's a lot more epic looking than I thought it was going to be. So we got a new associate now, even. And this is the part where they start breaking into song. I knew about this. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip through that cringe. Let's actually check out the skyscraper here. Pretty awesome little view. And just kind of jump off here in wingsuit. The mansion's like over there, kind of. You could really place your skyscraper almost any place in the city, anywhere there's one of these venture places. So I guess if you are new to the game, keep that in mind, so when you're placing your ventures, you can leave a specific spot for your tower to be. I kind of did want mine right here, because it's a straight shot sort of across the bay here, but they're on two opposite sides of the island, or the overall map, so it's a nice setup, I think. It'd be kind of cool to have it right out in front of your mansion, to be honest, like where that radio tower is for me, the red tower there. But I also wanted to take advantage of the fast travel. Looks like you got just a bunch of little people here. This is kind of a HQ of its own, but still slightly different. I got their cardboard box outfits now. I think I'm just going to leave them how they are. Curious to see if there's any new... Yeah, the Saints Tower people. These are the new ones. Some people with some suits, which I kind of like, actually. I think I'm going to take off one of the Let's Pretends. Big buff guys with the suit. I also like the regular suits. So let me take off another one. I got karate guys. A couple dust landers. Cutting edge. Guess I don't need like all these regular saints. Guess instead of the heavy guy, I'll go with the buff guy. Get back down to him. Or I already had the buff guy, so now I just need the regular guy. Yeah. Pretty cool. We've got a Saints armored van, so I definitely want them using that. They got the buggy, which is already on. Nice little sporty cars. I guess I'm going to turn the van off. I just want them using good cars now that I've got a bunch unlocked. Cool. Talk to this person. That's your weapon cache, which I don't know if I've unlocked anything. I probably could be using this gun now, which is like the one laser gun that enemies use a lot. But other than that, I've pretty much been using the same old weapons mostly. Oh yeah, you got this sword. This goofy sword skin. The Nerf stuff. Yeah, so nothing really cool unlocked. But this base isn't as dynamic as your mansion base, but it still seems like it's kind of got everything. You just need a wardrobe now. So you got the helipad up top there. I kind of wish you could at least go inside, because even in like Saints Row 3 or whatever it was, when you had the mansion, there was at least this like little interior room. So yeah, so you got a helipad here, which is awesome. But just crew and guns. Oh, here we go. Let's see what this is. This might just take me all the way to the ground. Yeah, that's what I figured. Which is kind of cool. It's a nice little ground view here. Let's go ahead and go back up. Got a building right next to this actually that has kind of the same function, so I've sort of got like two skyscraper buildings, with that one being even taller. Curious, maybe there's something back here. No. I'm really surprised that there's nowhere, or at least I'm missing, and if there is, there's nowhere to change your clothes here. But oh well. And then of course you can kind of just jump off this in wingsuit. I'm gonna try to head back to the mansion over here, just fly over the bay here. Now that we've got the VTOL plane here, I am going to take this little guy for a spin. Show you a little bit of what this thing's got going on. It's kind of got like, same thing as Saints Row 3, if you guys played that one. It's kind of got the hover mode. Instead of a Gatling gun like the helicopter or other vehicles, it's kind of got this like little mini charged laser weapon, which is dope. And then you've got rockets. And the rockets pretty much go to wherever your target is. even after they've been fired, as you can see, they actually divert and go to where you're aiming. They only go straight where you fire them if you keep your thing right there. So it's pretty cool, but it kind of becomes a little bit of a hassle at times trying to shoot like moving vehicles and whatnot. But the main focus of this video is I'm going to just be kind of messing around, shooting up some cops and whatnot. Kind of the classic old formula for these types of games. Now, for what I like to do is I like to get a bunch of Saints homies and just have like a shootout. So this video is not going to be very, very like long or detailed like some of the other ones. We'll go ahead and switch to jet mode now. I can show you guys this epicness. But yeah, we're just going to have a little battle with the cops, and that's pretty much going to be the main focus of this video. Some people might watch this video and be like, why would you even make that a video? But to me, it's a very important part of Saints Row, and something that gets better when you're later in the game, like I am, where you have some actual weapons, so you can call in Saints homies. You got the jet here. The jet just makes getting around just so much easier. It's ridiculous. You can even do a little barrel roll once you're in the jet mode. Pretty cool. There is an achievement for doing a barrel roll, but I'm not really sure. I haven't gotten it, so... And then you can kind of like turn like this. Maybe getting through buildings is a lot easier like that. Kind of want to see if I can do something on the train, to be honest. Yeah, if you could like get into one of the train cars, that might be kind of cool, to be honest. Could do like a train battle with the cops, which I may actually do something like that at some point, but I'm not going to do it in this video. Just figured that was a possible opportunity. This little area right here, this is from one of the story quests. That's kind of cool. Let me finish going over here, and I'll kind of show you guys the space that I've more or less... I already kind of scoped it out the other day. Any downed plane is also a pretty good option. I can't find the exact like barn type thing that I was looking at the other day. So I'm going to go ahead and just land the plane. And we're going to make use of one of these, which is more or less kind of the same concept. There's two different locations here, so I'm going to check out each one real quick. That one's pretty open over there. But this one's a little bit bigger and possibly more closed in, I'm thinking, so... People like to just sit around and shoot fireworks a lot in this game, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, so we got like this little like homeless type shelter here. So I think I'm going to use this location. So the first thing I do, this is something I just kind of randomly do. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to keep this game alive with just messing around and doing random stuff. Make this game very replayable, but I like to, as I mentioned, make these battle scenarios. So... Now, one thing I noticed about these guys is you have to be close to a road for them to actually spawn, even if they pick up when you call, because they kind of go off of like the GPS thing. They always show up in a car, so gotta come to a road for them to spawn. I guess I'll go ahead and show you guys. I'm on the map. I'm like over here right now, if this spot ends up kind of tickling your fancy, but this is where the forts were. There's a down plane over here, maybe right here, I want to say, right next to this fast travel point. Then you got shops all over the place, and I still need to do like a full sweep of the map, really, and try to find good locations to actually do this. But anyway, I'm pretty much set up now. Let me make sure I got a decent gun equipped. I'm going to get in here, and once everyone's in here, I've got the ability where I can still call Saints homies. Now, technically, I'm not going to be able to really use that one right off the bat because I don't have any adrenaline, but you can do it twice in a row, getting a total of 4 Saints out at a time, which I didn't realize at first. But now once we're in here, you can pretty much pick your faction. Looks like I'm going to have to come out here to actually call somebody. I haven't finished the quest line. I want to say it's for the radio station. You basically just call in all these different groups. You can have the police, marshal, the idols, or Los Panteros, or whatever. I figure pretty much marshal or the police. The police will eventually start showing up in SWAT gear and eventually military type stuff, I want to say. Pretty standard. Marshal, they're like the military mercenaries. They've got all the fancy tech. I'm not really sure what they're going to throw at me. May try them later, but right now we're just going to go ahead and do the traditional police. These quests You can only get the ability to call it certain groups like this once you actually build the radio station, and then he wants you to go on these quests where you go to different radio stations, defend against enemies. Yeah, see, that's what this guy's talking about now. You're basically supposed to hold out against enemies while you're doing the towers. I've been kind of having trouble getting this one to work. I'm not sure if it's a bug, since there are some bugs, or if it's something I'm not doing right. But that's not my intention of this. We're pretty much just going to be fighting them. You can kind of see they start coming in pretty heavy right off the bat. And it depends on what faction you got, too. See, they already got the SWAT. Got some Saints homies battling. I was going to kind of pull back into the that little warehouse there some, but I need some points to show you guys kind of how I really get this going. Watcha! Just fighting while people are shooting back and forth. Alright, so we got this good now. Got my full adrenaline. So now we're gonna retreat over back here into this little area here. And hopefully the Saints homies will more or less kind of follow me. Yeah, they're funneling in here. Alright, everyone's in. So now we're kind of just defending this. So what I can do now, call in some Saints homies. I'm going to do it twice. So as you can see, there's one. There's another one. Boo. I might have pushed it too fast, because I don't have all my Saints homies. But yeah, you can see how they're kind of forced to use the entrances and stuff in here. These guys are spread out a bit more than I thought they would be. We got some people out here still battling. Call in more Saints. Yeah, see, here comes some more. Got a couple different outfits going on, but they're all Saints homies. And that's pretty much what I do. I rinse, wash, repeat this. This location's kind of cool. I like that they're actually able to climb on the roof and stuff, so you can get a better view of just kind of the battle playing out. Lots of different locations you can pick from. The battles do sometimes tend to get a little bit more intense than this. If that was like a watchtower, that'd be perfect. But this is what I like to do. Sometimes you get more characters on screen than this when the Saints are spawning how they should, and more cops sometimes come. You can see all the vehicles everyone used to get here. There's more enemies coming in from this direction. And they pretty much just keep spawning. I mean, if anyone's ever played like an open world sandbox game, you know pretty much how it goes from here. It's just going to be an endless fight. Sometimes what I'll do to mix this up as well is I will throw in some vehicles, typically like a good land vehicle, either like a tank or some kind of armored truck with a Gatling gun on it or something, because the other characters will get in the back of those sometimes. But I'm not going to do a whole lot more. See, we got some Saints homies there. This battle isn't really going to evolve to quite what I wanted it to be, unfortunately. It would probably help, too, if we were in the city more and there were more people going around. I actually think that using this jet might honestly be the best way to go about this. Oh, see, we got an enemy helicopter right there. No match for the VTOL, though. Alright, yeah, so to do the radio tower mission that this is kind of wanting me to do, you would basically just do this until you'd follow the little audio messages that they give you at the bottom and do that, rinse, wash, repeat a couple times and complete it. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to sail into the night now. There's not much left for this video. This was just a for fun video to show you guys kind of how I'm really going to be mixing up the replayability of this game and whatnot. I've still got some side activities, a few of these, a couple ventures left. I'm not sure if I'm going to 100% do everything, but I've still got a few other things to work on off camera. But that's mostly it for the actual video series of this, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, even if you didn't really appreciate this video. It's just something I wanted to share with you guys, show you guys how I really get a good time from this game, and it's something you've always been able to do since previous Saints Row games. But we're going to be getting into some different games now until we get to the DLC for this, so it's been a wild ride. Hasn't been my favorite Saints Row so far, but enough of the formula was there to where I really enjoyed this one. I think this is probably... I like this one more than Saints Row 1, But I gotta say, I still like 2, 3, and 4 all probably better than this one. But this one's not bad. When it came out, it was a little. It definitely needs a patch, and it could have probably used a little bit of work. There were some bugs, mainly revolving around co-op and some of the open world stuff. Which for a game like this, some bugs are gonna just be part of the territory. That's how it goes. But I'd still give this game a pretty solid review. It's fun, and I really eat these open world sandbox games up. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the game. Any good memories you've created, anything you thought from my experience from the game so far, at least what I've showed on camera, maybe what you guys are up to. Feel free to share any cars, any clothing, or any guns, or anything like that you've customized, since that's kind of really what this game's about. It's fun to share with each other sort of what we've come up with, and that's what I've been trying to do. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Alright, so bonus scene. I don't do these very often. I took the helicopter here, as you can see, and I flew as high as I could. It's not going to let me go any higher. You can get to some skyscrapers pretty easily, but if you can tell from over there, I'm already a bit higher than those. I wanted to include this in my regular video, but kind of forgot. The main reason I'm doing this is so that I can jump out here and activate wingsuit at max altitude here. Never done this before. Did a little bit of wingsuit gameplay, but it's pretty fun. You can kind of do a little bit of everything. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the game. Catch you in the next one.